Hey everyone. I'm wondering if you, like me, are worried that this is going to be just the suckiest school year ever. Well, this summer, that was a huge fear of mine, thanks to COVID and some trips that I'd really been looking forward to being canceled. And I made a point to turn it around, and I went from having the suckiest summer ever to the best summer ever. And I want to share with you a little bit about what I learned about that process, because I thought maybe we all could apply some of what I learned to help create this school year into the best school year ever, despite COVID, despite pandemic, despite distance learning. So here's my little whiteboard that I'm going to walk you through. This is how I turned a sucky situation around. The first thing I did, number one here, is that I honored my feelings. And I felt mad and disappointed and depressed and sad. I was really looking forward to taking my brother and my 9-year-old niece on a fabulous nature adventure in California. And of course, we had to cancel that trip. So I let myself be mad and sad about it first. So then the second thing I did, number two here, is that I accepted what I can't control. And that's related to number three here, which is to look for actually what I can control. So I accepted that we needed to cancel the trip. I didn't want to be responsible for them coming out here and then one of us getting COVID and then, God forbid, the worst that can happen. But I looked at what can I control here. And I realized that the thing that would make this the best summer ever was if I made good on a dream of mine to actually buy myself a camper van. I've been wanting a camper van for so freaking long, y'all. And even though I was still depressed that I might not be able to definitely wouldn't see my niece and my brother, I could still make a dream come true. And then next summer in the camper van, we could have an amazing time together. So I did look at what I could control, and what I could control was purchasing something new. So then I had to do steps number 4 and 5. I had to make a plan, and then I had to take consistent action on that plan. And that's where executive functions come in, and that's where many students in particular, and also actually, to be real with you, many adults, really struggle with how do we take action? How do we figure out what the next smallest increment is that's going to keep us in action and in consistent action towards our goal? Luckily, I'm a fan of spreadsheets, so I made myself a spreadsheet. I did a bunch of research online and put all that research into the spreadsheet, and eventually I got myself a little beauty who I'm going to introduce you to at the end of this video. But there's one more point I want to make, and this is a bonus point. Why not set the bar high? Like, I could have just said, oh, I'm so super bummed about my niece and my brother not coming. Oh, how can I have a decent summer? But instead I said, no, how can I make this the best summer ever? Or if not the best, then at least the most memorable summer ever. And I definitely had my down moments this summer, even with the camper van, but oh my God, it is so sweet to have made a dream of mine that I've been obsessing about for 3 or 4 years now, like watching every YouTube video that exists about camper vans. And I made it happen for myself, and I made it happen within my budget, which was not very high. And it really is a memorable summer. So before I introduce you to Sally Simone, that's her name, I want to ask you, what is something that would turn this sucky school year into the best school year ever, or the most memorable school year ever? Or how can you make a dream of yours come true this particular school year? I'd be so curious to hear your answers. You can post below on YouTube, but even better than that, I'm more likely to see a YouTube video, email, Gretchen@GretchenWegner.com. And if learning study skills is a dream of yours, you always have access to seeing me or one of my trained coaches or working through my anti-boring approach to powerful studying. And if you're a teacher and educator and really would love to have a fabulous and fun training, and to turn your whole experience of teaching around, I really would encourage you to come on into our Art of Inspiring Students to Study Strategically course and figure out how to learn the anti-boring toolkit and introduce it to your students this school year. We really have a good time, and it really will be revolutionary both for you and your students. But now the moment. Here, I've got my keys. Good. Let's introduce you to my little sweetie, my new Sally Simone. So she's going to be a funny color. And that's because I bought her from a rental company named Juicy. And they sell their older models. And so here she is. I'm walking. I got to look both ways so I don't get run over as I cross the street. And I'm going to turn around here so you can see her. There she is, my little beauty. She's a Dodge Grand minivan, and I call her Sally Simone because Sally is a very practical name, and a minivan is a very practical vehicle, and Simone because she likes to be fancy, and that's why she's a fancy color, right? So I'll show you, I'm not going to give you a full tour, but I am going to show you the best part of her, which is the kitchen in the very back. So there she's opening. She's saying hello to you all. I have to actually learn to get a, figure out how to get a closure here. This keeps on coming. This keeps on opening as I drive. But here's her little kitchen. So there's a sink underneath the cutting board. There's this supply drawer that keeps on opening. Below the supply drawer, there is a refrigerator. And then this is the pantry here. I'll just let that be open. And then this is the pantry right here with a bunch of food in it. And how amazing is that I can just get up and go whenever I want. And I have a full kitchen with me. So here's to making dreams come true. And I would love to know what your dreams are that you could possibly control something around and make that come true this school year, 2020, 2021. Let me know, y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.